getting hungry. It's getting close to 2 o'clock. It's like 1:10 to 2. And so I've got that window of opportunity from 2 to 6 to be able to eat my OMAD, my one meal. And I did make soup the other day. I made it with the beef. I think it was shaved beef that was in a box, and it didn't taste bad at first while I was still cooking it. But after, when I went to sit down and have a bowl of it, I hated it. I hated it. I really did. And so there was ginger in the meat, and so I like ginger. I love ginger. I chew it all the time. I chew raw ginger constantly. I make ginger cookies, those type of things, right? I love ginger, but not in the soup. It tasted horrible in the soup. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the soup that I made, because I can't waste it, and I wouldn't. I'm going to make it into a stir fry. I'm going to cook up some rice, and I'm going to have a small amount of rice and put the soup that is thickened on top of the rice. And I'm telling you, you're going to have to add a little bit of things to it, like more black pepper and some cornstarch to thicken it up, okay? But I'm telling you, I hated it yesterday, but I'm not going to waste it. So I just finished doing my face routine, and my hair is a little bit unruly, but oh well, that's who I am, so deal with it. Right? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rice out. Now, I had used up all my rice, but I stockpile. I'm a 60s child. I learned that, right? So I've got tons of rice in a container, tons of it. I have enough rice here to last me a while, right? So I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to open it up, and I'm only going to use maybe a half a cup of rice to make, a half a cup will yield a cup of rice, if not more. So I'm going to use only a half, but I need to put the rest of it away. I can't leave it in a plastic bag in my cupboard. Okay, so we're going to take one of them. I'm going to cut it open, and as usual, I'm going to put it in my mason jar. I'm just so bad with this camera thing, but it makes me who I am. Okay, so here we go. I've got to turn this on too, because it's dark in here. I need to win the lottery and get a new camera or computer, whatever. Oh, it just might work. Look at that. Okay, so now I need my measuring cup. So I'm going to take, I only want 1 cup. So I'm a little leery about only putting one. I think I might a little bit over, because what they say is you're not supposed to leave rice overnight because it gets some type of poison in it if it sits too long, right? And I do know this. I think it's strychnine, but I do know this because a friend of mine, a very close friend of mine, was eating rice, constantly eating rice, and they ended up with poisoning. Yeah. So because of the large amount of rice that they were eating. Okay. So I limit it in my diet. I only do it once in a blue moon, and I only have a small portion of. And anything that is left over, I discard it. I don't keep it. I don't keep it. Okay. So here we go. Let's try this. So I think I'm only going to use this much. That's like a half a cup, right? So this is good to go. So this is good to go, and this is going to go in here. Follow me, follow me, follow me. You ready? Follow me. Okay. Like I said, I have an old camera. So this is going up here with the rest of my ingredient. Okay, so the rice is going there. That's one job that's done. All right, now let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, I'm trying the best I can. Okay, here we go. Now I have a rice cooker. 1 second. I have a rice cooker. I got it from the thrift store, and I've had it for a long time. It's got a dent in it. I think somebody popped it on the floor and didn't tell me, but it doesn't matter. I'm going, it works, so I'm going to use it. I'm not pre-prepared at all. So this is not a cooking show. This is just a frugal show. Yeah, it's a frugal cooking show. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to put it over here. And to the rice cooker, right there, I'm going to add, okay, so I'm using 1/2 cup of rice, right? So a 1/2 cup of rice will yield me a cup of rice, and that's all I want, right? I don't want to waste it. So a 1/2 cup, I need a 1.5 cups of water in the rice cooker in order to cook it, okay? So let's do this again. So this is 1 cup, this is 1 cup. Okay. Listen, this is not a fancy cooking show, because if it was, I would have all these ingredients ready on the cupboard, and I don't at all. In here, see? Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put some salt in there. That's it, and it's on. So easy. Okay. Big thing is that I hated the soup. It had ginger in it, and I hated it. So, and there's still a little bit of meat left, so I'm going to cook that up, and I'm going to cook that up in a separate pan. All I'm going to do is just cook this on low. Okay. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the soup that I made yesterday that I disliked. And I'm going to scrape some of that off there because there's olive oil in it. So I need a bowl. I'm going to take it and just pour it in the bowl. Okay. So I poured the brine in the bowl because it's a lot of brine. Right now, all I want is this. Okay. Now, it's one meal a day. I'm not going to eat this whole thing myself. So that soup that I made, I've got 2 meals out of it. So I could mix this with noodles and make it like a hamburger helper, but with the beef, right? So this is all I've got in there. That's it. And that's all I need. So what I'm going to do, this is going back in the fridge and I've only got a little bit left. I can't waste it. So the 2 ingredients that I had left over yesterday, because I only used half the can, is corn and onions. I love onions, quercetin, right? So I'm going to put some more onions in there. Quite a few, actually all of them. Why not? Okay, corn. Okay, that's it. 1/4 cup. Yeah. Then I've got my cornstarch. I'm going to take about a teaspoon. No, a tablespoon. Tablespoon. I'm just going to play it by ear. I'm just going to do a little bit at a time and see how much of it I need. I do need a fork, though. The stuff I do on YouTube. Oh. If my mom could see me now, she'd be shaking her head. She always shook her head anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, now, pepper. I love pepper. Pepper's it's my go-to. And pepper is so good for you because it helps you absorb the nutrients from your food. So lots of pepper. I love my pepper. Lots. Now it looks tasty. Now it looks tasty. I think I'm going to turn that up a bit too. Okay, so see this? All you do is you mix it with water. Yeah, so this will be enough to make it thick. Starting to fry. Oh, it smells good. It does smell good. And this is the soup I made yesterday. It is. You see the weird shit I do? Whoever made soup into a stir fry? Yeah. Okay, so we're going to turn this up higher. I want it to get hotter. And this one is just, Actually, this is still frozen. This beef over here. So. Oh. So I think what I might use this beef for is beef sandwiches. This will be for tomorrow. I could have hot beef sandwiches tomorrow. Hot beef sandwiches with French fries. You know how you can fix your French fries so they speed up your metabolism and not just that starch, right? Black pepper and chili flakes, yeah, in your French fries, and olive oil. Then put them in the oven and roast them. And I'm telling you, it speeds up your metabolism and it's healthier. Think about that. Think about that, right? Okay, so this is almost, this doesn't take long at all. It's taking longer for the rice than it normally takes. I think my rice cooker's getting old. Just like me, only I still work. Well, not work physically, but. Okay, so we're going to try this. I might need to put more cornstarch in there. So. And all that's going to do, it's going to thicken it up. The other thing I didn't like was the fact that, sorry, my pants are falling down. The other thing I didn't like was the fact that they used soya sauce in the beef meat the other day. I didn't like that because soy is basically salt, right? So, oh yeah, I don't need any more cornstarch. 1 teaspoon did the trick. Yeah. Oh, it smells good. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Now I like it. I'm gonna put a pinch of salt in there, I think. Himalayan salt. Oh wow, that is so good. That is so, so good. Okay, so I gotta turn it down. Rice. The rice has taken forever. So I'm going to get the dishes done, and then when the rice is done, I think the rice cooker might be getting a little bit old, right? So I don't think I'm ready to retire it. So we're just going to give it a little bit more time. And when I get the dishes done and the rice is cooked, I'll come back and show you. But know that you don't need to waste it. If you make a soup and it tastes like crap, right? And you don't like it and it's like watery or whatever, you can add cornstarch to it and make it thicker, right? So add an oxo cube, a beef oxo cube, or some beef broth that you have, right? It's cheap. It comes in the boxes at the grocery store. Add a little bit of beef broth to it and then put in some cornstarch and make a stew. Yeah. If the soup's no good, make it a stew. If the stew's no good, make it a stir fry. Throw it on top of some rice and make it a stir fry. There's no need to have all this food waste in the world. There really isn't. Okay, I'm going to get the dishes done, and when this is done, I'll be back. The rice is cooked. I'm going to put it in the, I use a pie plate. I don't know why. I have lots of dishes. Well, enough dishes. So I'm going to put the rice in here and then put the stir fry sauce and stuff on top of it. So let's get that done. So actually, I'm looking forward to this. So it made quite a bit of rice for half a cup of rice actually made a lot of rice. Like that's a lot of rice. Can I make a little well in the middle of it? Can you believe that that's half a cup of rice? It made a whole cup of rice. Okay, so now I got my stir fry. I'm just gonna heat it up a little bit. It's so good. It's just so good. It's good. And I'm getting hungry. It's really good. Because I put a lot of pepper in it, it's got like a zangy taste, so I like that. I like that. I'm hungry. Yeah. The things you can do. Look at that. It looks like enough for three people. That's a quarter, honest to God, that is a quarter cup of the soup, right? I showed you a quarter cup of the soup, um, and a quarter cup of the rice. Like, and look at, and I'm gonna mow down on it. So I shall see you on the next video. The good Lord be willing, and I'm gonna enjoy this, trust me. And I didn't enjoy it as a soup, but as a stir fry, well, I'm gonna mow down. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.